Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. I want to start off by saying thank you to all of our Booster Club members for your many donations and much more, your prayers. We visited faraway countries and strange lands. We've even spoken to dignitaries and were detained for spreading the glorious gospel in Cuba. The truth is that the descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel were scattered throughout the world. Help us on our journey as we continue to raise up the nation of Israel. 12 tribes worldwide. Join or donate today. Shalom.
Rioting going on. You go close, I got one of them like that.
I feel like it's because people in the world don't have their clothes right in their clothes.
What about you? Okay, what about you? Why is all this rioting and stuff going on? Why you think?
I can't say. I can't go about this.
Okay, watch this. Go ahead.
You know what I look at it? I think it's this outside, I call it an outside force. All the outside forces. People that when things going for us things going good, you got some outside forces that'll come along. One person, everybody go along with that one person.
Okay, now watch this. Read it from the top. We're gonna get to that. Watch
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass,
So it's going to happen, read.
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy
So
God,
if you didn't listen to God, something was gonna happen to you. Read.
to observe to do all his commandments
If you didn't do his commandments, read.
and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
This day, right now. Go ahead.
that all these curses,
All these what? Is
curses,
a curse a good or a bad thing? What about you? It's a bad thing, right? A curse is a bad thing. So God said, if you don't keep my commandments, all these bad things was gonna happen to you. That's right. Read on.
that all these curses shall come upon thee
Right.
and overtake thee.
Read on.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
What it say?
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
So because we broke God's laws, it says, cursed shalt thou be in the city. Where do you always find the blacks and Hispanics at? Bring it out. Where we always at? Is we in Tulsa? Is we in Germantown?
Yeah.
We is?
No, we're not.
No, we not. We out here in the Lowe's, out on the zoo, out on Center, out on Ham.
We in the hood.
You know exactly
We
where we
in the
at.
hood.
Exactly.
All
We
the
in the
time.
hood, but that's in the Bible.
That's a one-track
Right.
mind to keep us bound with
Right.
that button bondage.
So you know back in the day, you know about all the massacres that was going on, the Tulsa,
Right.
Oklahoma, Black Wall Street.
Right.
When we finally tried to get financially successful, they destroyed it and they burned it down to the ground. You know about back in the day when it was around your time, maybe your grandmother's time, about sundown town, when they weren't allowing us to be outside. You remember that? Around certain times, just because the color of your skin.
Color of our skin.
But guess what?
We couldn't
Now
even
you
sit
got-
on the
now you got
bus.
the
We had to
solution.
sit. We couldn't even sit. We had to sit.
Right, you
Went
know
on the
about
back-
Rosa
on the
Parks
back of the
when she
bus,
was
right?
fighting, you had to go to the back. Guess what? Give me 43.
Verse 43.
Listen up, what's your name?
Next.
Dexter. Dexter. Okay, watch this, listen.
Verse 43. The stranger that is within thee
So the strangers, the other nations that is within us, go ahead.
shall get up above thee very
They
high.
gonna get up very high. That's one of the curses God put on us. It said the strangers gonna get up above very high. You know what? They so high you can't even see them.
Right.
You don't even know. Have you ever seen the owner of Chase Bank? Have you ever seen the owner of Wells Fargo? But you put your money in there.
Yeah.
But God said they was gonna get up very high, read,
And thou shalt come down very low.
and we was gonna come down to the bottom. We was gonna be in Milwaukee.
Right.
Them cursed in the city is that redlining that they got going on. You know they got trash, boarded up houses. Look what's behind us.
Right.
This how our businesses look. But you go out to the Germantown, you go to Wauwatosa, you go to all the white people neighborhood, you go to the suburbs. Have you ever seen one of these in the suburbs?
Hey, look, it take a white person. He'll fix all this up right now.
Right.
In a minute.
And then take all the money out.
We'll tear our own up.
Right.
Instead of help building it, we'll tear our own community down.
Right, right.
Instead of we trying to put something in it, we taking stuff out of it.
Exactly. Read on.
No.
Next verse.
He shall lend to thee.
So the Bible said he gonna lend to you. You know, that's your mortgage loans, your car loans. He gonna lend to you. You gonna be going into his institution, his banks, read.
And thou shalt not lend to him.
We don't lend to them. Name me one person that got a black-owned bank that's lending to the white man. He coming to us for money.
Bring it out.
Does that happen? Go ahead. I can tell you right now, it's only 28 black-owned banks. So you can get it some, but look at that financial gap. It's gonna take us over 200 years to catch up to where they at right now.
Bring it out.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's say you get your business, because you do construction, right? You do construction, what you do? Warehouse. That's the same place I started. Why we always start in the warehouse, but when you go in there, you see them in management. And they always tell us we gotta what? Work our way up. And that don't happen because God said what? The stranger gonna get up very high. That's the CEOs and all them, and we gonna come down very low.
Right.
Employees. Talking about equal opportunity. Come on now. If you know you're more than qualified, have you ever been on a job and said, man, I can do that? You my supervisor, I can easily do that. Have you ever been on a job and it happened to you? You ever felt that way? You felt that way before? What about you?
I got 5 people that work.
Check it out. How that sound? That's the cursed in the city. Go back to cursed in the city in the field.
Verse 16.
That's in the Bible. Watch.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
So we was gonna be cursed in the city. You know where the police always riding around there. They in the middle. They riding up down on the zoo. They over there on 20th and Center. I'm born and raised from here, so I know how I get down in the city. Breathe.
I wasn't born here.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Look at the signs right here. This is how we was cursed in the field. Look at the signs. This is your history in the Bible. That's right. We was cursed in the field when they was beating our backs in, whipping the flesh off our backs. Right. When they was telling us, because you work too hard, they wasn't saying that back then.
Bring it out.
Now, because you work too hard, you will lose your job. When you just trying to make it feed your family.
Right.
Or you trying to feed yourself. I'm not sure if you got kids or not, but we went over this before. Y'all say y'all love God, right? You say you love God?
Yeah.
You say you love God? What about you, Dexter? I didn't get your name, by the way. Gray and Dexter. Okay, go ahead and give me John 14:15, and we gonna see and show you how to love God. That's right. That's a lot of our people do. They say they love God, but don't love require action behind it?
Teach.
Can I say I want to pay my bills, but then what's gonna happen if you don't pay bills? You gonna get put out your house, your farm gonna get cut off.
Like when things going bad, I'm gonna love them still. Not only because things going good,
Right. That's in the Bible too. Don't only think about God when you're doing good. Also remember when you're down.
When I'm
Our
down,
people only want to call on God when what?
Either
When they in accidents, when they in jail. Then they want to call on God when something bad going to happen. You don't get that.
Then they call on God.
The book of John, chapter 14 and verse 15. If ye love me,
If you love God, read.
keep my commandments.
What?
Keep my commandments.
So how do we love God? By keeping His commandments. You gotta follow God's rules. It's that simple. It's not hard, but they're not gonna teach you this in Christ the King. They're not gonna teach you this on Christian faith over there at New Hope Ministry. They're not gonna teach you that. But watch this. Let's see if y'all love God. Read.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
But I would have you know
God said, I would have you know. Read.
that the head of every man is Christ.
So the head of every man, the head of you, your head is Christ.
That's
Read.
right. And the head of the woman is the
So
man.
the head of the woman is the man. So God is establishing order right now. It's in the Bible. Come on, read.
And the head of Christ is God.
So the head of Christ is God. So listen up. Hey, my man, I got a question for you. You know the order of God? The order of God, it says what? God, you know the order of God? It says God, Christ, man, woman, right? So the order of God is what? God, Christ, man, woman. So let's see, read.
Verse 4. Every man.
Every who?
Every man.
I see y'all got a younger man and an older man right here. Read.
Praying or prophesying.
So every man that's praying or prophesying, when you praying or when the scriptures is coming out, when you speaking about the Bible, that's what we're doing right now. Read.
Yes.
Having his head covered.
Having his head what?
Covered.
What?
Covered.
Having his head covered. Read.
Dishonoreth his head.
Does what?
Dishonoreth his head.
So when the man is praying or prophesying and his head is covered, you are dishonoring your head. Who is your head? Christ. Right? So in order to not dishonor your head, to show respect to God, what must you do right now? If you really love Him. And how do you do that? All right, let's read it again from the top.
Verse 3.
That's how you do it. Pay attention.
But I would have you know.
No, verse 4.
Verse 4. Every man praying
Every man praying or prophesying, come on.
or prophesying, having his head covered.
His head what?
Covered.
So when you have
be
something
back.
covering your head, while the Bible is coming out, and while you are praying. Read.
Dishonoreth.
That's what?
Dishonoreth.
What's that word?
Dishonoreth.
Dishonoreth. Read.
His head.
Dishonoreth his head, because God, Christ, man, woman, that's the head.
That's right.
So when your head is covered and you speaking about the Bible, you are dishonoring Christ. So God said, if you love me, keep my commandments. What must y'all do right now to show that you love God? Huh? Dre, what must you do? You gotta take your head covering off. That's what he said. You got a hat on. If you love God, you're gonna take your hat off. You got your hat on from your job. If you love God, that's your hat gonna come off. The Bible just said that.
That's right.
So in order to show that you love God, you gotta do what? Take your hat off. So what you waiting on? Okay, we got one that love God. You love God. Give these brothers a round of applause. That's how easy God's commandments is. That's right. You see what I'm saying? And we got all brothers out here that used to live that same lifestyle out here in Milwaukee. What do Milwaukee push? Drugs, sex, murder, all that stuff going on. But let's get into that. Deuteronomy 28 and 61. Listen up though. Let me get this scripture right on Dre. Watch this. Read this one time.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 61.
Listen up.
Also, every sickness and every plague.
So every sickness and every plague, God said the black man, Hispanic man, the Israelites, every sickness and every plague, read,
which is not written in the book of this law.
Which is not written. You don't find coronavirus in here, but God said every sickness and every plague was going to come upon you for your disobedience to God. That's why the coronavirus is affecting the black and Hispanic man, the Israelites, more than anybody else.
That's right. That's right. Them will the Lord bring upon thee.
So God was going to do what with the coronavirus?
Them will the Lord bring upon thee.
God was going to bring the coronavirus on you for breaking his commandments. That's why you're walking around with a face mask right now. That's why right there on East Capitol, right there on 100 and Silver Spring, that's why our Walmarts got social distancing. But I just went to one in Milwaukee, and guess what? They smooth sailing. Ain't got nothing going on. But out here in our neighborhood, it's face masks everywhere. And that's what they doing. God said you're going to have a plague come upon you for your disobedience.
That's right.
Read.
Until thou be destroyed.
Until what?
Until thou be destroyed.
It was over 200 people that died from the coronavirus. You can look everywhere else. Look it up on the internet. Other places don't even have rarely over 50 cases. We got almost 300 cases with people dying from. And look at them other diseases. What do we suffer from? Because the man want to have sex with multiple women. What you get from that? Diseases. What kind of disease? Name some.
All kinds.
All kinds.
Ain't no certain
What kind?
All kinds.
Herpes, syphilis, AIDS. Where did that run? Where did that happen most? And what part of town do AIDS and STDs happen most? In the hood.
To scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.